Alright, so any of the DPS that are basically going to be interrupting the other wind blades, since there are two wind blades, what we're going to have to do is have one of the tanks set a marker. So for example, let's say this is a wind blade and this is a wind blade. Let's say Narok targeted this one and is focusing that one to keep aggro because everybody's going to focus that guy, so he set a skull on that one. Now DPS, we're not going to be interrupting that one because the tanks are. We're going to interrupt the other wind blade for dispatch, so make sure that you have a macro so you don't lose too much DPS in order to set this guy as focus and then return back to skull. So if I do it in slow motion just to show you, let me actually clear this focus. Let's say I'm DPSing this guy. Basically I set a macro to make sure that if I want to squeeze in a set focus in between my rotation so I don't lose DPS, basically I have it set up as E for now, and I'll show you the macro after this. But all I need to do is just click this guy, press the macro, and it'll set the focus as well as return me back to my target, so I'm still DPSing the right target. I'm not wasting any DPS to burn that guy down. So if I clear that focus again, I'm just doing, you know, a half-assed rotation right now because I'm trying to make sure you guys easily see that once I click this target and I press my macro, which is set to E, I quickly set this focus and I go back to my target. So I'm not really losing any rotation. If you have it set up fast, and since you can easily squeeze in an extra key in a global cooldown, I can basically just switch real quick and then squeeze in an ability and then quickly not lose any DPS time since it switches so fast. Okay, so basically you'll be DPSing skull, and let's clear this focus again. And what's going to happen is in between my rotation, I'm just going to squeeze this in real quick and I won't lose any real DPS on that. So there you go. Quick focus on a side target and then return back to your main priority. Hopefully that helped. Let me show you the macro real quick. I'm also pasting it in the forums. So here's the quick thing. It's real easy. Just slash focus. That'll focus the target you're on, and then slash target last target, so that way you don't lose any DPS on the priority. Alright, well, hope that helped. Make the macro. DPS hard will kill Shakzir.